Also, President Putin has vowed to retaliate against any nation that responds to his invasion of Ukraine.
Cybersecurity experts say the U.S. has been fighting off Russian cyber attacks for years, and there's concern they could now escalate because of the sanctions. CBS 8's LaMonica Peters shows us what researchers are saying about our nation's security.
Though this invasion is being fought on the other side of the world, the ripple effect it could have on the security of other countries, including the United States, is being discussed by scholars and experts from around the U.S.
Yes and no. We, the United States, should, of course, take cybersecurity seriously. Russia is a very capable cyber actor, and it is far better to be prepared than caught by surprise.
Just as Russia began its military attack on Ukraine Thursday, another attack on the country was also underway. Ukrainian government websites and related organizations were disrupted by data-wiping malware, infecting hundreds of computers. Ukrainian officials are blaming Russia, and now people are wondering if a similar cyber attack could happen in the United States.
We've already seen a lot of attacks, and we have a lot of corporations and government agencies working on those things, preparing for them, preparing to counter them, even preparing some responses.
Ukrainian government websites were temporarily offline and access to the internet was sporadic. The malware attack in Ukraine made websites unavailable by flooding them with junk data. Reports say major Russian websites were also under attack, possibly in retaliation from the Ukrainians.
I think it is reasonable for the United States to expect to continue to see the types of intelligence gathering we've seen from Russia before, the likes of solar winds. We should, of course, be very worried about unintended blowback.
Griffith says being targeted and being affected by a cyber attack are very different. She believes it's not productive for the U.S. to assume that at some point Russia will try to cripple U.S. power grids. Instead, Griffith says the U.S. should try and understand the real purpose behind the cyber attacks.
The question lurking behind any Russian decision to carry out those types of cyber attacks against the United States in this context is whether Russia's goal is to keep us largely out of this conflict or deliberately draw us in.
Reuters is reporting that Ukrainian officials are now asking its own underground hackers to help protect the country from Russian cyber attacks.